If you're applying fresh out of university, the recruiters will look for different criteria, of course. They will look at your grades, look at your previous life, what you've done outside of university. It's very useful if you already think about all the things that could be real life skills and real life experience that you can bring to the potential employer. If you've been active in university politics, it might show leadership skills. If you've been involved in the university's cricket team, it might show that you have a great team spirit. If you've done anything outside of university or even in school, make sure that all these things can be translated in a CV so they look like they're really relevant to this job. Make sure that all the experiences, the reference experiences you put in your CV can be seen as relevant to the company you want to apply for. Make sure they say something about your ability to work with others, your ability to get your voice heard, to influence other people, to inspire people, to show that you have ideas, to show that you can make things happen, that you're proactive. And all these things can be done even if you just have some reference experiences from being in a sports club, being in whatever kind of organization, maybe something charity-based, maybe you did some internships, some placements. Make sure that all this experience is in the CV, make sure it's written in a way that it sounds to be very relevant for the company you're applying for. And if you have any references you can get from, even from the sports club, even from the charity, even from the placement, make sure you get them and include them in your application pack. Very often you know that there are recruitment fairs at universities and organizations are just sending out lots of information. That's your point of contact as well, where you can have a prepared CV handed out during those job fairs. Very often you actually get an interview on the spot there because it's more than just one person manning the booth. And they're very interested because you show that you have actually prepared for it, you show that you're proactive, and if you prepared a bit for this interview or for any interview on this recruitment fair, that'll show your willingness to actually go the extra mile to get a job in future. Very often university graduates are invited to assessment centers. An assessment center is sometimes one, sometimes up to 5 days event where you and several other applicants have to go through several interviews, have to work together, have to work against each other, have to solve problems, have to create new products, have to create strategies, use all the knowledge and skills that you learned at university. There will be lots of psychometric assessments, and the whole time you will be under supervision. There will be several people, either psychologists or HR people, who will see not only how well you do. It's not just about how well you do during a certain exercise, but how well you play with the other people on the team. If you just take power and say, listen, we're doing this way, I don't want any discussion about it, no matter how great the results, very often companies will say, well, the results were very good, but this person doesn't seem to be able to work well with other people. And what we and most companies want is somebody who's able to actually take the lead in a team, but also to work well in a team. Because keep in mind, your first job will probably not be a leadership position. They are looking for people who can work well with others, inspire them, ask the right questions, and support other people. Prepare for these things. Think about how you can really show your skills, but also how to show your personality skills, your skills with other people. That's what the recruiters will look for. And if you actually make a very, very good impression on how you support other people, how you help the weaker ones on the team, how you make sure that this team functions really well, you will have a fantastic chance of being selected for the next phase of the interview process.